Hello, welcome to a new section on Selenium C tutorial. In this section, we are going to cover what is the definitions of using directive, namespace, class, and method. This is essential for building Selenium automation scripts. And first one is using directive. The using statement imports the namespaces. Example, using OpenQA Selenium. Another one is using openqa.selenium.chrome. So the first one will import the we can use by importing this using openqa.selenium. It will helps to use the interface of WebDriver. And second one, the Chrome driver we can use in our code by importing this openqa selenium dot chrome. Okay, and it allows you to access Selenium WebDriver classes. Okay, and if you not giving this using statement on top of our code, we need to use the second image I have given like this. We need to write our code. That is, we have to write openqa.selenium dot in every cases of I we have when we call or write the code for WebDriver. Okay, so when we use the using directive, it will uh, clean up our code and easy to readable our code. Okay, and what is next? Namespace. A namespace organizes your code and avoid conflicts. It's a container that hold classes, interfaces, and other namespaces. Okay, an example namespace and giving a namespace name is Selenium Basics. Within that, we can see different classes. Okay, so it's a container. Okay, simply called the namespace is a container. And next one is a class. A class is a container for your test methods, and it's a class is a container of methods, so it's contain different methods within this class. So example, class Google search text is a class name, and within that we can see different methods. Okay, and what is method? A method defines what actions your test perform. That means what is the action, and it's described in different steps. You can see here one example, perform a Google search is a method name, and here in that method we can see the opening a driver from driver and passing the URL and enter the text to search and click on enter button and quit the button, sorry, close the driver. Okay, quit the driver. Okay, so these are the steps. So it's included in a method, so we can use these methods in everywhere we want to code, so we can avoid the repetition of codes by if you encapsulate the some sort of actions in methods. Okay, and is a example, complete code example. You can see here using is there, and namespace is Selenium Basics, and class is Google search test, and public void perform Google search. Within that the method, so using namespace, within that the class name, and with that method. Okay, and what we have studied in this section, that are using import namespaces, and namespace for organize the code in structured format, and class for define test structure, and it contains methods, and methods it contains a groups of code, and it's intended to perform particular action. Okay, and I will show in Visual Studio, and this is you can see using and namespace, and a class is test, and within that you can see different methods, test1, test2, and test3. So this is the structure of our C# script. Okay, so hope you enjoy this section. Thank you for watching and happy testing.